you have to go above and beyond for this group of learners to make a difference. And so that's why we decided to have the post, because we have a post for Educational Champion for Looked After Children.
My remit is to work solely with looked after children and care leavers. Part of that is to work in the community and get young people in the community interested in coming to college and getting people to enrol. And part of it is supporting our learners, making sure that they enjoy their time at college and ultimately succeed.
What she has done is developed effective partnership working with the Children's Rights Officer.
Another part of that, my role, is to raise awareness about looked after children, get our staff to understand what it means to be in care and to have a special consideration about our vulnerable learners really.
So it's working in partnership, improving their transition, and also she acts as an advocate for those young people.
Looked after children and care leaver learners, although they have a common experience of being in care, ultimately they're all unique young people. They all have different needs and they've had different life experiences.
I'm on a level 2 pre-access progression diploma, and it's for 6 months, and it's to get up to a level 3 so I can do a full access course to go to university in the near future.
Some of the learners, they've not been learners, they've been on the V-Talent programme, and for example Lloyd has volunteered, been a volunteer, and some of the things that he's been exposed to, such as he actually came to the Regional Equality and Diversity event and they presented.
And all that's possible from me taking up an opportunity at Doncaster College for volunteers. We're a bit wary at first because it was volunteering and I only wanted to work. I come around to the kind of thinking like, you know, it's about not the here and now, it's more long-term and long-term goals and what it's going to do for me in future.
Sometimes it's about building relationships with young people and really listening to what they've got to say. Like I said before, everybody's had a unique experience, and I think it's important to give young people time to help you understand where they've come from and what they need.
While all this was taking place, I was actually homeless and trying to find some property. And I started a V-Talent volunteer position, and I found a placement, and then I progressed into my own accommodation, which is now over the road. And without that, none of this would have been possible for what I'm doing now. None of my course, none of the opportunities that I've had have all stemmed from the pilot scheme, what was introduced to college, and it's worked really well for me and a couple of others.
I've received a lot of help, support, looking after. When I needed things dealt with, it's been dealt with.
When you listen to some of the feedback that you get from those young people, it has made a significant difference to their lives, and I think the support we give them has made a significant difference in terms of them coming to college, because we work effective partnerships.
There's so much support here that I've never had that anywhere else before. I've travelled around everywhere, I've lived there, lived here, but none of it ever amounts up to what I've got through Doncaster College.
I think they should get it, definitely, 100%. They've done absolutely everything to help me, and they still are.
To be showcased in this way, that actually people are acknowledging that it's pretty, you know, it's a big deal. Young people who've been in care to actually carry on your education, and in some cases return to education when you've had a big break. So I think it's fantastic.